I had a great call this morning with Shane Schaefer and his team because we are doing, as we are known to do, not very often, but we get to do these a couple times a year, is a Bizumentary.
Love those.
On ADHD. And when the network sees kind of some of the work we do here on Big Biz Show in terms of when we did the suicidal ideation or we did the sleep apnea, or even liver cancer, they heard Shane and said, you know, because it's more of a public service to hear about some of this stuff. And Devin and company were on that call this morning to talk about sort of the narrative. So you're going to see this here on Biz TV here. I think it'll take us about 8-9 weeks to produce the thing, maybe less, depending if we put Devin in a hermetically sealed. We send him out to shoot, put him in a cave, and his team kind of gets together. But it was really encouraging, and the more I hear the story, and Shane Schaefer, who's CEO of Cingulate, chairman and CEO of Cingulate, by the way, ticker symbol CING. And you go to Cingulate.com. Won't you agree, and Shane, I bet you don't get tired of saying this, is about the inavailability of options that you guys are resolving in terms of ADHD. And think of it this way. Most people align ADHD with children.
Yeah.
Right.
But that's not the problem. You know, so Shane, I thought that was this morning, even though we're planning on creating something, it's just illuminating to me and how much you get to talk about this. And I bet the light bulb goes on every time you talk to somebody about the fact that this ADHD issue is robbing families of their moms and dads. It's robbing productivity, and there's a solution here. I'm gonna let you take it from there. The good stuff this morning, by the way.
Yeah, good to see you too. And hello, team. I'm wearing my Raider black, just FYI.
Wow, look at you.
And Mike's wearing a little KC red.
I always knew you'd come around, Shane.
Take me to a game and I'll go anywhere, right? Good to
You know
see
what?
everybody.
We're doing that this year. We are all going to go to Las Vegas, and we're going to go to Chiefs Raiders. But I'll be wearing a Mahomes jersey right with you, buddy. So
There you go.
All right.
There you go.
So take it away.
You bring up a good point, Sully, and I think funny thing is there's so many treatment options out there in terms of different medications that have been approved, but there's still not a single treatment option available yet that is going to give a patient the ability to overcome all these unmet needs. And it starts with one simple phrase. We want a product that lasts a patient's entire active day. An active day. And that's the key point is, you want this medication to start right away, last long enough. And now we walk into some more troubles. Side effects from getting medications that are too many milligrams, too low of a milligram dose. Products that don't last long enough, which is all of them. Products that have this crash and rebound, which is a side effect of coming off the medications. You have the need to take booster doses, which 60% of patients take every day in a $23 billion market, by the way, and no one solved this problem. Cingulate has a solution. And then with those booster doses, those are your short-acting stimulants. That's where 99% of the abuse and diversion exists. That's the college campus problem. That's the adult issue. That's, not so much the children, but that's the adult problem. You walk around with these class 2 stimulants in your pocket, and that's where problems exist. You crack it, you crush it, you snort it, you share it. What we've done is we've created a product where you take one tablet right away when you wake up. We start working within 30 minutes. We last your entire active day. We get you from home to homework, from breakfast to dinner, from revelry to taps. We take you through your active day. And in doing so too, we want to lower the side effect and the tolerability burden. We've done that as well. Our data looks tremendous. So we're really excited about, number one, the opportunity to bring this to patients and payers and providers. And payers are looking forward to this as well, which is interesting because they know the problems. They know the problems with these short-acting stimulants, and they want their rebates as well. And we're going to be a branded product that's poised to really be the dominant force in ADHD moving forward, because this is the solution patients and providers have not been just wanting, but been begging for. And we do it by giving 3 doses at the right time, at the right place, in the right ratio, and in the right style of release. Pulse, sustained release pulse, 35, 45, 20 at 0, 3, and 7 hours. No one's ever done that before. We've done it because frankly, I worked at Novartis and created some failures. They were good products, but they didn't solve the problem. So we brought in the top experts and they developed this product for us. We listened to them, and that's where Cingulate's product comes from. And we're really poised to be the leading product in ADHD as soon as this product gets approved.
Shane Schaefer is the chairman and CEO of Cingulate. Their ticker symbol is CING.
Hey, Shane, I wanted to ask you a question about
Sure.
the stigma as it relates to ADHD and taking medication, because I think I've told you in the past that my daughter, I didn't know that the way her behaviors were related to ADHD, and I had a stigma about it completely. And when I heard that she was a textbook case, I thought, no. I was thinking, number one, she's not the little boy in the corner with the fidget spinner. And number two, also I was nervous, kind of what you alluded to with ADHD leads, or the medication can lead to abuse and all the other things. So
Right.
Are you seeing a change in that stigma, and how does your company help kind of educate the population about it?
There have been, we get a walk on the shoulders of giants, as we say, from time to time. And I think companies like Shire and Novartis and J&J and, some of those folks did a great job of educating, folks and getting people to understand that ADHD is a neurobiological disorder. It is the most genetic of any mental health disorder that exists. So odds are, folks, if you're a parent listening to this and your child has ADHD, one of you're one of the people that helped create the child, it probably has ADHD as well. It's a very highly genetic disorder. You look back in the 80s, depression had a stigma around it. We pushed through that. It's a very real issue. Same thing with ADHD, and I think it's very well accepted that it is a real disorder. However, there is still a lot of misinformation out there. It's always much more glamorous to point out the one person who had trouble on a medication or did something poor while they were on a medication. The reality is this: there's 22 million Americans that have clinical ADHD in this country. Now, only 56% of them are being treated with medications. So, overprescribing and overuse of these medications is not the issue. Are there times it is? Absolutely. To your point about abuse and diversion, yes, that's wrong. So let's just take that tablet, that little short-acting booster, let's get rid of it.
Yeah.
We fixed it. It's in our tablet. So I think the stigma is largely being overdone, but it's glamorous. That'll catch a headline versus patient effectively treated. That never really gets too exciting. The reality is this: ADHD is real. Patients have a shorter lifespan. They have more accidents. They have less job security. They have twice the rate of already high rate of divorce. They have double the rate of incarceration. These are real problems that affect society. And look, I am all for good behavioral therapy as adjunctive therapy with ADHD. We need that, and we'll do that. But at the end of the day, this class of medications, the stimulant class, is the most effective and safe medications out there. We're making it better at Cingulate.
Shane, I'm starting to morph into that time in my life where I'll walk out the door and immediately ask myself, did I lock the door? Did I blow out that candle in the house? Did I leave my 272-month-old soaking in the bathtub upstairs and forgot about him?
Okay.
Does this help with those situations like that?
This is not for dementia. Not that you have
Fred, the Kansas City Chiefs fan, to the Raider fan.
I wore the black
played.
for you today, but I'm not going that far. No, so look, there is usefulness of these. No, sorry, brother. I love you. There is usefulness of these medications in other therapeutic areas, such as dementia. But let's be real. At the same time, with age comes those issues.
Right.
We're never going to be indicated in that. Doctors do prescribe stimulants for that. But at the end of the day, we do get a little bit more forgetful. But really, what we want to focus on is that, that really active part of the day, but also the active part of a person's career and their performance years. And at the end of this, conversation, that's what we want to make sure we're taking care of.
Gotcha.
Improving the lives of patients, improving outcomes, and making sure that what we're giving to patients is helping their lives, lowering the overall burden to healthcare, and doing it in a safe and effective way.
Hey, Shane, two things. Before I want to talk about the press release about your safety results from last week. Great stuff, pre-commercialization. Is there compassionate care opportunities for a drug like this? Because there's at least 6 people in our studio that I find it would be compassionate for you to give Mary some. She feels good for give me some. Yeah. But the point is honestly though, is there a compassionate care element to something like this?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, so look, your typical approval process, we plan to file our new drug application with the agency in the late July, early August timeframe. The review period is anywhere from 6 to 10 months. Depending upon which review Cingulate receives for its lead asset, 1301, will depend on some factors, but then also result in some abilities for the company to potentially provide the product in a compassionate manner sooner than later. Regardless, when the product gets approved, we will be providing compassionate use. Absolutely, we'll have the typical coupons and the long-term co-payment cards, and we'll have tools available to make sure patients that no matter what their health plan is, no matter what their socioeconomic status is, they'll have the ability to access these products.
So Mary, this time next year, we're spending a lot of time in KC in the Midwest. Talking it through. Hey, last of all, let's talk about this press release that came out last week reporting the safety results from your final phase 3 trials for the 1301. I'll tell you what, this is. I'll let you take it from there. You're beating your chest.
Yeah, I mean, the key takeaway is, number one, this product has once again demonstrated, as it has now in 9 human trials, that we have delivered and created a product that has an excellent safety and tolerability profile. In our fast fed study, which was the highest dose, 50 milligrams, that's equivalent to 100 milligrams of Ritalin. So it'll be the highest available commercial dose ever. We had tremendously positive data in terms of the fact that patients weren't jumping out of the study. It's a very high dose, 50 milligrams. So we're really encouraged. Again, 9 straight trials of lower or no side effects versus other treatments out there. So look, the data has looked incredible. We're excited to get the fast-fed pharmacokinetic data out in the next month. We did this already at a middle dose of 25, and we demonstrated that this product can be taken with or without food. So at the end of the day, what we want to be able to do is tell physicians that this product is approved for patients 6 and older, take it with or without food, and enjoy an entire active day of solid ADHD efficacy.
He is Shane Schaefer, Chairman, CEO, Cingulate, ticker symbol CING. Cannot wait for the Bizumentary. Cannot wait for this, and that's the return of the Big Biz Show. If you stay with us, we're going to get more of it right after this.